welcome back to the GSL Blizzard Cup. Things are getting pretty heated here. We had, unfortunately for Rain, a disaster of a group so far.
Yeah, that was not an easy group for him, and not a single win in the matches, and only one map win so far. That's all that he could achieve today. He has one Protoss versus Protoss left, and to be completely honest with you guys, the only thing that he can achieve in the PvP is destroy Seed's chances of advancing.
Yeah, very true.
The next game is going to feature two Zerg players, though.
ZvZ.
We have viOLet up against Life on Cloud Kingdom. This is our first map. Life is the only player in the entire group who so far did not drop a best of 3.
And viOLet, this is his first ZvZ in the group. Has proved himself. He's only played Zerg versus Protoss so far. So we'll see how well he can do against Life Man, who showed pretty good games so far in this group. Taking out Sniper 2-1 and the ZvZ.
I'm a little bit tired there.
Yeah, looks very tired. We'll see if he can take this series though and further his lead, put himself at 3-0 and make him have a pretty good chance of getting first place in the group here at the 2012 Blizzard Cup. Honorable.
Starting to the top right of Cloud Kingdom in our Zerg vs Zerg here at the Blizzard Cup 2012 is the Azubu Zerg player. It is
Azubu Pilot.
Azubu company getting a lot into esports right now.
Yeah.
Sponsoring viOLet and adding a few new Starcraft 2 players, doing a lot with League of Legends as well right now.
At the bottom left, we have his opponent, a strong Startail player so far without a best of 3, a loss in this group, dropped only one single map in those games that he played so far. This is, of course, one and only Startail.
Startail Live.
The winner of Season 4 of GSL 2012 against MVP.
Some foreign fan had a sign, we didn't get to see it. Kind of sad. Yeah, a lot of people laughed. Why did people laugh about it? I'm like, I'm gonna take the production crew. I'm gonna make a cool sign. I'm gonna show it to you. They're gonna want to see it. I'm not gonna show it to them, and I'm gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh too because it's gonna be funny.
Where is that smoke thing coming?
I don't know. I was actually just like, am I really? I'm like, I have been casting for like maybe like 36 hours straight, but I'm like, am I actually just about to have a seizure, or is there like a fog machine?
It's the fogs of Avalon. We will find ourselves in a new dimension in just a few seconds.
Either that or maybe I'm actually dying. I'm like, is this real? Are we still okay?
After 2 days with triple casts, the last thing that I need is fog that is going to crawl down my throat and actually make it hurt even more.
Yeah, I was just going to let you talk more during that fog time. So.
Oh, thank you very much. You're such a friend. Good to know that you have my back here.
Next time, though, I'll talk more during the fog for you.
Taking one for the team here.
Yeah.
Prize money in his career is $85,000 for viOLet.
And most of that this year, in fact.
Yeah.
Just making a lot of money. We've seen this before, of course, Life making all his money this year. Ranked 20th overall in prize money and getting all of that this year.
And, well, what Life showed in the games against Sniper is that he really doesn't like to go for an early pool, at least not today. He always started with a late pool, and Hatch wanted to go into the macro game. We've seen it with a little bit of aggression in the game that he lost against Sniper. And then in the the games in the end that he won, he kind of was more on the defender's end. He tried to defend against his opponent's aggression and then with the better tech pushed out.
Yeah. Very defensive so far. He has speed first, though. viOLet, on the other hand, very late with his gas, so he's not going to have speed for a really long time, in fact.
Yeah, definitely true. Speed a lot later, and now what we currently see for Life is that he is still mining gas. He has 2 drones in there.
Hides his Baneling Nest. And so far, you know, viOLet doesn't know about the speed or the Baneling Nest. He hasn't been able to get any scout. Does Overlord see... Yeah, he saw the speed, but he doesn't really necessarily see the timing. You might not be able to click on it.
I mean, on a map like Cloud Kingdom, you need a Baneling Nest. Very few Zerg players will attempt to just surpass the Baneling Nest and go straight into the Roach one. So right now, viOLet will also drop his own Baneling Nest. It would be very surprising if he would just wait until life starts to attack. And there it is, Baneling Nest on the tab at the bottom of the ramp, putting it as part of a potential wall.
He does it like we saw earlier. Sniper just likes to make it on the low ground.
Yep. And we have now 10
Yeah, Life could be
Zerglings
aggressive.
on
He
the way.
knows that with his Overlord, he's seen that his opponent's speed is way behind, so he can actually start to do a lot.
Timing works out for him. If he actually hits this well, the Spinecrawler won't be ready, the Banelings won't be ready for viOLet. It's a very, very thin timing that he has, but he could try to use it. If he utilizes it now, he might kill enough drones to get a lead.
He sees the Lings coming, though. He puts his Queen next to that Spinecrawler. Does not see the Banelings, though, until now. He's pull those drones. The drones are a little bit late on the pull.
And he's getting in. No! Tries to go up the ramp.
Wow, he
gets one in there. And suddenly he surrounds his opponent's Queen and is now able to make sure that the production is a little bit in. That kills one Harvester, kills a second one, goes in here, takes two.
Takes a lot of those drones hit points away, so... Oh, look at that, that was sick. Life took one of those drones and dove into the Baneling pile.
Yeah, and with the second one as well. Nice trade so far. He's still in his opponent's base.
Oh, wow, he's got three Lings making Banelings outside.
Oh, two Spinecrawlers though.
Yeah, that was close. He gets the Larva and gets 4 Lings, though. That second Baneling was really effective.
Yeah, but just a second later, the inject just dropped, so resources lost a little bit more for viOLet, and viOLet is also behind in Harvesters. Not by a lot.
Not a single Queen for viOLet either. He
a
lost
little
both.
Bit. Yeah, that's the bigger problem. His production. Losing both Queens is definitely an issue here. And you can already see that with all the time that Life had to focus on his economy as well, we currently have him with the double gas now in the main base, even getting gas at the natural. He will have a lot more gas banked up than viOLet.
Yep. This is not good for viOLet at all. He's actually going to really struggle in game number 1.
Look at the tech.
Yeah, he's going to need a miracle or a great engagement like these Banelings. If he can get these Banelings off, that could help him in this series.
Life is just pressuring him so much in this game that it's difficult for viOLet to come back.
He needs to make sure he doesn't detonate Banelings for one Ling like that. You know, that's going to become a really big problem. It already was a problem for him earlier.
There's now the triple gas for viOLet, and also we have the tech to layer. But Life already has a pretty nice bank in gas, so he can start his deck right away. And if he continues to mine this much, he will have a huge amount of gas, so he can go straight into units. Goes for the Roach Warren here.
Yeah, probably going to add Infestation Pit fairly shortly afterwards. +1 already started for missile weapons, and he's got a third base going up. This is the thing, with all the production that viOLet lost, he can't really defend his third base. He's got this one Baneling. This is what Life needs to pay attention to. Not the best control there, but he will actually push back.
That was good for Life. That was really good for Life. He only lost 2 Zerglings to a Baneling. That's okay. That's a trade you can go for. If your opponent is investing the gas, you are just losing a few minerals. Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
Look at the upgrades here. +1 attack for the Roach is already on his way. He has the Roach speed. He has the Infestation Pit. He can get those Roaches a little bit, so the Infestors a little bit faster, then he will have more energy.
This is a really nice attack for viOLet. He's got the Hatchery under siege, and he's got 3 Banelings here that he can use to defend, but the Roaches are the problem.
Yeah, but this changes things. If he can't save his base,
yeah, there's no way he can save his base.
Then suddenly he finds himself one base down.
Roaches as well, maybe here.
No, I don't think so. There are too many right now.
He needs to cancel. He gets the cancel. Lings get targeted down, and he restarts the hatch. But the tech's still very far ahead for Life, despite the fact that he has this hatchery now delayed.
He needs Pathogen Glands because now viOLet is starting to just catch up in the build. There it is. There's the upgrade and the third base once again. But losing this third base was definitely something that was not planned. Life is now in a situation where he's not like really far behind. He's ahead in Harvesters and also ahead in overall supply, as you can see. But this gives viOLet the chance to just defend this third base and maybe get a bit ahead. But he doesn't mine at the third yet, though.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. You want to have the gas, but he doesn't.
And I feel like another thing Life really does have is, which he's kind of using right now, is he's got this faster Roach count. He's going to actually trade against his opponents to try to keep that the case.
Nice micro here so far, and let's not forget the +1 attack upgrade is done, and with +1 Roaches you can 2-hit a Zergling.
Yeah, and this means that with this attack you can not only trade against the Roaches really well, but you could go in and try to kill the third base. Oh, look at this, catching these 2 Roaches.
He has
really
way
nice
too
control.
many. It's 15 to 9.
And the thing is, he has roach speed and viOLet does not, so he can run circles around these roaches literally and just take the better engagement every time.
Snipes another one. The
we could get the
are also joining the battle, and he is moving in right now. And this is a lot of damage done. Life is playing a great game here. Infestors are now being built for him, and he actually tries to snipe the roach
cancel
warren.
roach speed if he actually targets this down, which he will get it.
And bye-bye.
He can get out with his speed because Roach Warren didn't finish, nor did the speed on the Roach Warren didn't finish, so he lost it. He has to remake it.
That's horrible for viOLet now. viOLet is losing so much time. He has to rebuild the Roach Warren. We have the Infestors for his opponent already. This is really bad news. 5 Infestors on the map, just getting energy now. And Live has his third base. He's already started to mine minerals. He's now getting the double gas. Even though viOLet had the expansion faster, he couldn't use it.
Yeah. Life now running across the map with his things. He wants to put some pressure on the space. He also wants to scout how many roaches are out because he knows that for a little while, if he can see that a few number of roaches, like, oh, that's very few roaches. You also didn't have your Warren for the atomic hit this timing. Life really loves to clean up overlords, by the way. We saw this earlier in the series. He's doing it again. viOLet, man, and now supply blocked because of that overlord loss. He's going to lose another overlord here.
Yep.
And even a third one will go down.
viOLet is in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble now. Live could actually kill the third now. He could move in, take down the third, and you're right.
He's losing like 6 overlords at once.
He's losing way too many. You're completely right. He's trying to build more and more overlords, but he loses just way too many of them. Another one is going down. He's still supply blocked. He's trying to build another 4 overlords, and he needs them. Still no speed for the roaches, and Live is just completely laying back here, building another base. He could actually attack. He could attack here.
viOLet still doesn't have roach speed. It's only halfway done now. Not even quite halfway. He's got a slight lead on +2, but that's the only thing he really has. And Life has enough units to attack 2 different locations at once. Takes out a roach for free. These Infestors. The Infestor count right now is 7 to 5, and the energy advantage highly in favor of Life. He also has a 4th base and the drone lead right now.
Also the Hydra Den. This is the tech and everything. More drones coming up. +2 is a little bit later than viOLet's, but still.
Oh, he's going to target down Infestors. Just barely does not get that one. If he had +2, it would have been a different story. Oh, he's distracting him for the Banelings who are coming into the third base.
1, 2, and yeah, there are not too many drones.
There's not that many drones to kill.
It's actually lost more Banelings than he killed drones. 8 workers were killed in total.
But now the worker count is 81 to 56.
And it's a 30 supply lead that we have. In the army supply, it's 97 against 90. But it's just the composition that we currently see for Live that is way better. He has the first few Hydralisks. He's going double upgrades now.
You know, with the extra drones he has, he could like walk 8 drones with his army across the map and start making spine cores on viOLet's creep.
He can actually go into Hive. I mean, at this point, he has the resources. He had 4 bases that are mining. He has a really good saturation on all 4 bases. He could try to go for +3/+3 upgrades here with the Hive tech.
Yep. And Overseer will be trapped or killed here. Man, Life is so consistent about killing Overlords and Overseers on the map. He does not let them linger.
It's not only about the, the supply. It's also just about the vision on the map. He doesn't have any.
And Life, on the other hand, just pulled all his Overlords back. He does not allow viOLet to kill any of his Overlords. Leading 800 resources currently in the resource lost trade. Small little group of Lings is shut down. Hydralisk range about to finish for Life. He's going to hit this timing at the 4th base, and viOLet will not be able to keep it. No way.
The count in roaches is 38 to 36, and there are additional 10 Hydralisks now for Life. And here we go. The Hydras are there. Have to start, and immediately funnels everywhere and infested Swarmax as well.
Yeah, a ton of infested Terran eggs. The Hydras at the back, though, not really able to use the range advantage. It's all about the infested Terrans here, and Life loses a lot of infestors.
He rebuilds his army in an instant, though, and he's losing quite a lot. The engagement was better for viOLet in the end. Life still ahead and canceling the 4th, but still.
Yeah, it's about the economy here. Life just made 32 roaches. That's something viOLet cannot afford right now.
Yeah. The fight itself ended actually in favor of viOLet. viOLet had the better trade, way more cost efficient. It's just like, with the economy that Life has, it doesn't really matter to him. He killed the 4th base of his opponent. He forced the cancel here.
He's just
and
he
can trade. He can trade all day long.
Yeah, he's just going to keep trading until eventually viOLet does not have the economy to make roaches to defend. Got to make sure he saves these roaches. And the infestor count actually is slightly in favor of viOLet, and I feel like he also has the better energy efficiency here. So this is something that's going to come into play at the 4th base. But Life should have enough units with all the production he has and the Hydralisk to hold this. He just needs a little bit of vision.
Yeah, and here we go in the Spine Crawler range. viOLet is fighting right now. We have fungals for both sides, infested Swarmix as well, and Life is chasing his opponent down, taking down infestors and roaches.
Not a lot of fungals left for viOLet. He actually is able to escape. He's a little bit lucky. I feel like Life could have chased him down a little bit more there.
Harvester count is 78 to 66. Income is way, way better for Life at this point, especially in gas, which of course counts.
Yeah.
800 to 680. The guy is 8 extractors against 6. And the roaches.
Just roaches coming in here to try to target down some drones. He's gonna get this queen. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
he's got the Overseer though, and he gets it.
Queen dies. The Overseer's range.
Life's like, so this is why I kill Overseers on the map.
And here we go again. He needs to be careful though. The army from the side is not engaging.
Yeah, viOLet's taking better engagements. This actually happened
Against Sniper,
yeah. Sniper, the same exact thing. You read my mind there, man.
It really reminds me of the games against Sniper Life, just with the better macro overall, but the engagements
the better
themselves.
decision making, but not always the better fights.
Yeah.
But when you're ahead, you always have to be the attacker, and usually the defender is going to get better engagements than you. Oh, a great fungal though on the infestors. One more fungal to kill so many of them.
Army supply is in favor of viOLet now. He's also maxed out, and he doesn't nowhere near have the amount of drones that Life has.
Yeah, but the bank is building for both players, and I think if Life can actually just kill this 4th base.
Yeah, but he has to do it somehow. There comes the Hive Tech that we talked about earlier.
Some Hydras get picked off here.
Yep, Hydras at the front. That's not where you want them to be.
Another Hydra goes down, another Roach will fall, perhaps. Barely survives like 2 hit points.
viOLet is actually building the better bank here.
Yeah, he is.
Attack upgrades are even, armor upgrades as well, but the second armor upgrade is faster for Life.
Yeah, Life has a little bit more gas income than his opponent, but he's spending a lot more resources as well because of his engagements.
He's trying to fight cost efficient here, and this is actually a weird situation where we have both of them fighting at the ramp. The supply drops evenly for both of them. The Hydras for Life, that's the big difference. He has way more Hydralisk than his opponent.
Now the opponent has way more infested Terrans.
Yeah, exactly. And suddenly viOLet takes the supply lead.
2 Hydras die for free. The Hive is going to allow him to get plus 3/3 upgrades, but
Life is about to get even in supply again, but I don't know, Wolf.
He is throwing too many units away. Units lost. viOLet is 4,000 resources more cost efficient.
That reminds me of the game that we saw in Entombed Valley, where Life had this amazing lead, and the Sniper somehow was able to just survive. The resilience of them was just amazing, and now we have a similar situation where Life had a lead in the game, and viOLet is the one who takes the supply advantage after like 3 consecutive battles that he was able to win.
This is looking pretty intense, man. I think that Life still has a foothold here.
Life has +2 armor done.
Yeah, and he needs to start +3 for either armor or attack. Probably attack would be more efficient, I think, but...
He has his Hive Tech up, but now he's losing infestors, and he does not really have the bank anymore, Wolf. The bank is actually now there for viOLet.
Now Life is going to go for a counterattack, though, with his Lings. He's going to try to target the hatchery down. I don't think that's going to work. It's kind of a weird choice.
There's +3 attack. Now
He's got
starting
a 5th base, but the thing is now I think Life is going to sit back and hold his own base instead.
Still has the armor upgrade advantage. If he uses that now, that might help him, but if he waits a little bit longer, viOLet will be on exactly the same amount of upgrades.
Yeah, it's just a few seconds more.
And he does not use the timing. And it's going to take an eternity for him to complete +3.
Oh, and viOLet finds this 5th base. That's so important. This is going to cause viOLet to have to react, and it's also going to make Life move a little bit here. Decides to run away. We have 8 Banelings morphing behind the expansion of viOLet. This is actually a much smarter way of trying to use these Lings, I feel.
Yeah, you know, there's always the saying, Life will find a way, but I feel today evolution might come to a stop because viOLet has a sick bank, 2,000 mineral,
2 roaches,
2,000 gas.
Oh wow, he burrows them. That's interesting. I'm not sure about that, but here comes 4 more Banelings though into the 3rd. This time there's no defense.
Yeah, but this was still not worth it. The split for viOLet was good.
And he didn't micro his bandings at all.
Oh my god, but at the 4th base, that is a different story. That hurt.
Now it's down to 46 Harvesters for viOLet.
+3 is now halfway done. He needs to rely on these upgrades. Life needs to win a big engagement. He needs to win a really, really big fight that costs viOLet a lot, because viOLet has the bank to immediately rebuild his army.
I think he may try to take that engagement when he has +3, because he's going to have that first over his opponent.
It's going to take a while, though.
Very true. I would love to see 2 Infestors go and fumble the drones at the 4th base for either one of these players.
The Spine Crawlers really help him here.
Yeah, with the extra drones he made earlier, he was able to get the spines up. They've been helping him so much here. viOLet trying to get the better concave at the bottom of the ramp. If he does this, then he should be able to get the base, but he's not quite able to do it. The Hydra's count for life really high here, 23 to 14, and he's doing the extra damage. The Infested Terrans going down really fast.
For both of them, and Life is suddenly taking a massive supply lead, even though he doesn't have the +3 attack upgrade. But here come all the Infested Terrans, and this pushes Life back.
The bank for viOLet is starting to show through as he remaxes almost instantly. And it was ahead in supply for Life, but once viOLet made that supply gap, distance close, I think he actually is going to take this game.
Well, right now the army supply is 106 against 83, but +3 attack will be done in a few seconds, and this will help quite a lot. Because viOLet didn't even start his upgrades, he still has the bank, and the 4th base is not done yet.
Yeah, it's true.
This is actually not over. Let's have a quick look at the Infestor count, 729.
viOLet still has a lot of resources in gas, though.
viOLet started +3, but he will be behind for an eternity.
And here comes that +3 army of Life. The Roaches here, very strong. They're coming in. The Fungals here and the Infested Terrans help buy viOLet time to escape, though.
viOLet has the better army supply overall. Life with the reinforcements. He still has the base at the bottom right.
He's closed this gap in supply. And the base at the bottom right, I don't know why viOLet has not tried to do anything there. There's not even a single spine crawler.
viOLet's bank is gone. It's gone. He just has the gas, but he doesn't have the minerals anymore. One of the Infestors is actually not in the groups of Life, in the control groups. Army supply in favor of viOLet, but the upgrades are just so much better for his opponent. And here comes now Life, and he has those Infested Terrans with the attack upgrade as well.
This is pretty tense. I really wish viOLet would send like 5 Roaches to the base of the bottom right.
Resources lost just shows how inefficient Life plays this game. I'm not quite sure if Heaven can hear us, but a resources lost tab currently shows that we have 26,000 resources lost against 36,000 resources lost in a mirror match. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. And it's insanely bad for Life. Is he finally going to just send 1 group of units over? There's nothing to defend.
2 Roaches.
2 Roaches could kill 10 drones.
And here comes the fight. The Infestors need to get in here, and they do. Here we have the Infested Terrans, and keep in mind, guys, they actually benefit from the upgrades.
Yeah, they do, but it looks like there's way more Infested Terrans out for viOLet, and he's going to push his way through here. Those Roaches that were sent to the bottom right are not actually focusing. They're actually targeting down the hatchery right now.
viOLet has a 6 supply lead, and granted that Life also has more drones, this is just devastating for his army supply.
But I think this is going to be the end of the game.
It should be. It's 47 army supply against 116.
Finally, he goes over to kills the drones. Life is losing all of his drones to the bottom right.
viOLet is moving in here, and he's ending the game.
GG. viOLet takes a lead here.
Life loses a game that he had nearly won. Really well played by viOLet. Look at his grin. He knows that he was far behind in this game. But then the engagements were so much better for him. It was just this efficiency that he showed that really pulled through for him. He got the better engagement, the better positioning in Life with a good position in the game, but then in the end he loses the fights and therefore the match itself.
Yep. To be honest, I really think that viOLet's strength in this group comes in his ZvZ, but he's only got 2 other Zergs to face, so I mean, he's got an even number of Zergs and Protosses to face in this group, so maybe he can take his map wins here and get out of this group. This is the first ZvZ he's played as well so far in this group.
Yeah, it's definitely true, but on the other hand, it's not over yet, you know? We have we had that same situation that Life was already in once. He lost the opening game against his opponent, against Sniper, early on in our first best of 3 of the day, and then he was able to turn things around. So if he can do it now again and just focus and just, yeah, play this match as he played in the games against Sniper. He might be able to turn things around. viOLet is eager for a second map window. He wants to get this map score as well as the second win of the day in best of threes. Would put him up on even... They would put him up actually on the same amount of matches won that Sniper and Life if he takes the game here.
He needs to win it though if he wants to have that spot. I like the map choice in Toon Valley. This is a map where the rush distance is a little bit shorter, depending on positions as well, but Life really struggled to attack. He attacked in all the wrong ways. We never one time saw, you know, if you can morph 8 Banelings behind someone's base and then hope to run them in against roaches and spine crawlers, you can burrow 2 infestors and put them behind the mineral line on the high ground and fungal twice and kill every drone. Why did we not see that even once? That's what I'm wondering. He had control of the map, he had control of the game, he should have done something like that. Should have maybe gone for Infestor Burrow by at the 3rd as well to try to kill the hatchery. Never once did he try to take his advantages and go with it. He always attacked into a choke point with really bad engagements, and that's why viOLet won that game.
Yeah, viOLet takes it, but he has to win another map. And we are going into Entomb Valley. viOLet versus Live. This is the map that Live chose against Sniper, the map that he won, that initiated his comeback. Here we go, the Blizzard Cup 2012 in ZvZ. viOLet versus Live Game 2, brought to you by Colorful.